In this video, we'll be painting a Tyranid Hormagaunt in the Hive Fleet Leviathan color scheme. Hello everyone, this is Jason from Forcehammer Gaming, and for this video, we'll be painting a Tyranid Hormagaunt in the Hive Fleet Leviathan color scheme. Looking forward to seeing how this turns out, so without further ado, let's get going. The first thing that I did prior to recording this video is prime the model using Wraithbone spray paint. Next, we're going to apply a coat of Wraithbone paint from the bottle. Now, the reason that I'm doing this, even though I already primed the model with Wraithbone spray paint, is because the spray paint could have missed a few spots. As such, applying a coat of Wraithbone from the bottle will ensure that every area that needs Wraithbone has it. Just a quick note, in order to save some paint, you don't have to apply the Wraithbone to the carapace on top of the body and the head. Now we'll be using Abaddon Black to paint the teeth, the claws on the arms and legs, and the hooves. Next, we're going to use Bugman's Glow to paint the tongue. Now we're going to use Dawnstone to paint the stone rubble around the hooves. Next, we're going to use Yriel Yellow to paint the eyes. Next, we're going to use a mixture that is 50% contrast medium and 50% Naggaroth Night to paint the carapace on the head, the back, the chest, and the legs. Now, before we move on to the next several steps, I think it would be a good time to go over the model and do some touch-ups to correct any errors that may have been made. Okay, I think it looks a bit cleaner now. Next, we're going to use Corax White to paint the teeth. Next, we're going to paint the flesh using a mixture that is 2 parts contrast medium and 1 part Magos purple contrast paint. Next, we're going to use a mixture that is 50% Lahmian medium and 50% Berserker Bloodshade to paint the tongue. Now we're going to apply Fuegan Orange shade paint over the eyes. Now that we've finished painting the character model, the next thing that we're going to do is work on the base. And the first thing that we're going to do is paint the top of the base using Mournfang Brown. Now we're going to paint the side of the base using Abaddon Black. Next, we're going to add a layer of Armageddon Dust on top of the base, as well as a bit on the legs. Okay, so now we're going to wait about 18 to 24 hours for the Armageddon Dust to completely dry. Okay, this Armageddon Dust looks nice and dry now. Now we're going to apply a mixture that is about 50% Lahmian Medium and 50% Mournfang Brown on top of the Armageddon Dust. Next, we're going to dry brush Zamesi Desert on top of the base. Now we're going to dry brush Screaming Skull on top of the base. So the last thing that we're going to do is add one of these Citadel Verdia Veldt Tufts on top of the base. So just a couple of notes about these specific tufts. The first thing is that they already have glue on the bottom, so no need to add extra glue. And the second thing is, it's best to use tweezers to put the tufts on the base. Okay, so here's my battle-ready Tyranid Hormagaunt model, and as usual, I wanted to provide some quick commentary. First off, I think this miniature turned out pretty well. I used a similar painting methodology as I did when I painted my Termagants. Now, after painting a bunch of Hormagaunts, I think this methodology can work pretty well with any Tyranid models of similar size. One small complaint that I have about the Hormagaunt models is that they can tip over a bit more easily than I would like, particularly those that are in a jumping pose. But at the same time, those jumping poses look really cool, so I guess I'll have to deal with it. Anyways, that's the end of my video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and be sure to check out my other social media accounts in the description below. Until next time, this is Jason from Warhammer Gaming, signing off.